Yeah. Mike, you know who we haven't checked in on in a while?
The kid from Bad Santa, all grown up.
Okay. No, the catcher from the Sandlot. Look, this is who...
It's like Buddy Lembeck if he ate Charles.
Jewish Greg the Hammer Valentine. This is...
Greg the Negotiator Valentine.
This is... This is a... We watch a lot of Lilly Singh stuff, right? Because we hate ourselves and we just are just terrible, terrible, terrible people. And this was something that I thought we should play. The thing that, you know, Lilly doesn't get a lot of credit for, Mike? Being a good interviewer.
Well, it's because she's not a good interviewer, Royce.
It's probably why.
It's the main reason.
That's probably right. Apparently, she had
this thing
Fortune Feimster. Who's Fortune Feimster?
How would I know that, Royce? Why would I know that?
Why are you mad at me? Relax.
I'm mad at you for even asking me that question. You're like, well, who is that?
All right. Fortune Feimster is Emily Fortune Feimster is an American writer, comedian, and actress. Feimster made her television debut on NBC's Last Comic Standing. Between 2015 and 2017, she starred as Colette on The Mindy Project.
I think she was on the show Last Comic Standing with bouts of occasional sitting. I got to sit down once in a while.
Okay, she was actually on the spin-off show Last Comic Apnea. Let's play it. Let's see the interview skills. These are just, Mike, two funny broads just going back and forth.
The news can be pretty hard to read these days. Yeah. Now, and I know it's important to...
You know what I would do if I was her right there, right off the bat? The news could be pretty hard to read. Are you setting up a bit?
What are you doing?
I came here to promote my Are you setting up a bit?
You're setting up a bit right now? You're setting up a bit.
Hey, she's setting up a bit.
All right, let's hear what what Ralphie May has to say.
It's not Ralphie May.
Man,
hard to read these.
I'm all here with Lilly Singh, yo.
I prefer Ralphie's fake black accent to Lily's.
To read these days. Yeah. Now, and I know it's important to keep up with current events, even if it can be depressing. So it's time for another edition of Sad News.
You could run the show on Fiverr.
You're absolutely,
you could.
Of course you can.
You could run the show on Fiverr.
Yeah. This show looks like an early Ustream podcast.
Yes, but back when you'd have one on there that was taking it really seriously, and you'd be like, "Wait, why are you on Ustream?"
Lilly Singh should be on Blog Talk Radio.
Exactly.
So we're gonna read some real headlines. I repeat, these are absolutely
totally
real. And
wait, so she's doing the bit that Leno stole from Letterman?
Yeah, they did that. That's called headlines.
And as always, brace yourself because these are really very sad.
That's ridiculous, Lily. You're stealing headlines from me, which is clearly mine because I stole it from Steve Allen.
Yeah.
So I want it.
Leno's hiding in her closet.
Just right, taking angry notes. Yeah. I'll call Dick Ebersol. I don't have his phone number.
He no longer works here.
He's just calling Dick.
Why are you calling
I'm
him?
not there anymore. I told you I've been dead for years, Jay. I've been dead since 1997. Stop calling me.
Did you, Daniel? Sad news. The North Pole's Christmas and Ice was canceled.
Oh, he's still alive. I'm sorry.
Is he?
Dick Ebersol is still alive. I'm
we
sorry.
apologize to Dick Ebersol's family.
I was actually thinking of Brandon Tartikoff.
There you go. Our apologies to the Ebersol family.
And the Tartikoff families.
Yes.
Bad news. The North Pole's Christmas and Ice was canceled due to lack of ice.
Not only did she think this was funny, she started laughing in the middle of it.
Christmas and Ice was canceled due to lack of ice.
Sad news. A nude man was arrested after being found in a chicken coop. His excuse for being there was that he did way too much meth.
All right, listen, Andy Richter. I know that's you. You could pretend it's not you, Andy Richter, but I know. And also, you know what this bit needs? In the year 2000. This bitch, all she does is rip off every other talk show and pretends like she's an original. Like, this is the back and forth.
All right.
What are you going to Fark.com and reading wacky headlines?
To be fair, you're not giving him a chance. And
I am.
I'd like to hear what Dr. Steve Creme Brulee has to say.
Come on, man. That's not fair. You big dummy.
Sad news.
Oh, in this segment, you could tell it was recorded without an audience there, because sometimes there's an audience, sometimes not. This is canned laughter. I could already tell you canned laughter. Watch.
And it's why you're right though. They not only did they steal in the year 2000, but the entire format of it.
Oh yeah, of course.
The way they're transitioning back and forth and everything.
R. Kelly's lawyer is complaining that the singer can only visit with one of his girlfriends at a time.
He raped children.
Sad news. German piglets were given a chance to defend their rights in court to stop themselves from being neutered.
And one of them went to last common standing, is sitting here right now.
Can they talk?
Can they?
The riffing, they're good at riffing.
I don't know.
And why does this fat kid from Bad Santa also dress like they're unveiling a new Apple device?
It's everything about this. She looks like she works at a Genius bar.
She looks like she's about to shoot Tony Soprano with that jacket on.
They do that.
Yeah.
She looks like trans TJ Miller.
She looks like Bruce Valanche, but she's dressed like Eugene Pontecorvo, and I don't like it. It's bugging me.
She looks like Bruce Hidden Valley Ranch.
In my brain, it's adorable. Sad news. A man too intoxicated to work his steak and shake shift robbed the restaurant instead.
Why are these funny?
Well, it's funny because poverty's hilarious, right?
No, it's not even that. They're going to this. She sounds like she's going to Prep Burger.
Well, it is Prep Burger.
And just reading the headlines and laughing at them.
That's all they're doing. They're doing News of the Weird. Remember News of the Weird?
Yeah, but normally you would like there's sometimes we get stories that we're like, wow, that's a great, but then we read the story and go, oh, it's because of this. But she's basically your mom on Facebook who just reads the titles of something and shares it.
She's also, what I like about it is like, all right, people like Maury Povich, people like Jerry Springer, Steve Wilkos, these are all guys that have a rich, dedicated history of exploiting poor people and their hilarious drug-fueled mistakes for profit. But they always do it under this guise of like, this sort of Dr. Phil sort of, I care. Like at the end of the show, we're going to give you some Sam's Club gift cards, and a month of family therapy because we care. Whereas now it's like these people just read stories of like, so this guy who worked at a Steak and Shake, right? Obviously unstable, drunk, and probably had mental problems and substance abuse issues. So he decided to rob the place he was supposed to go to work at because he obviously has really terrible mental health issues and probably was raised in a home where that's normal behavior.
Yeah, what I said was we have Dr. Pepsi.
Just add the canned
Dr.
laughter.
Pepper. Is that fine? There's no Mr. Pibb? Thank you.
Just add the laughs later.
Relatable, y'all!
How is it relatable? You're a multimillionaire who's bragged on being on a selective app and you live in a mansion. How is this relatable? You've never had a real job in your life. You've been groomed to do this. There is this weird, you're right. How is this relatable? To who does this relatable to?
She just says things that
she
white
thinks
women
people,
say in comment sections of posts.
Girl.
But it's not relatable. Like, to be honest with you.
OMG, this is so me.
But that's the thing, like, relatable is like you watch the Joker movie and you go, I've had times where I felt like I was,
I've had times where I wanted to kill Robert De Niro.
The world was a terrible place. And you find like little moments in a movie where you go, I relate to that little moment there. But like, we're meme culture now. Now it's like, oh my God, robbing sticking a gun in somebody's face and while they're terrified on their $9 an hour shift so I can take their money. Relatable. And you're like, that doesn't sound relatable at all. And by the way, I've done some shady shit back in the day to survive. Never in my life have I ever been like, all right, so check it out. We'll go in there. I'll stick a gun in that bitch's face. and we'll get the money. Like, it's never come to that.
Yeah,
it's kind of not relatable.
Yeah, this isn't an Eminem song.
Sad news! A Florida man drove his Ferrari
Lay off me, I'm starving.
into the water. When asked for a comment by police, he said, "Jesus told me to."
That's the joke.
What is this thing again? This woman.
This is the
guy,
death. This is the
dude?
death of Western culture. This is the death of comedy. This is what happens when you allow women to run the show.
Remember when you'd have like.
That's what this is.
And I know I've done this bit before. I don't care. I'm doing it. But remember, like, Johnny Carson would have like Ava Gardner pop in, and then Don Rickles would come in and make fun of everybody.
Little.
Everybody would smoke cigarettes. Just smoking the cigarettes, having a little fun. There was no forced bits.
Well, Mike, you got lucky. Show's over.